All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the edition of the Yooper Farmer cigar. We're in the garage. It is windy, cold, and this is not a good experiment to do when it's windy and cold out. Welcome to the special edition. I'm calling this the bottling edition. I have a hunch I'm going to wanting to put at least one of these two aging rums into a bottle. This is the potentially final taste test of the Badmo rum, Yooper Farmer style. Getting ahead of myself though, what are we smoking? What are we drinking? We have the Box Press Rebellion from American Viking. Awesome, awesome cigar. I picked this one. This one's been on the channel before. I picked this one because I know the flavor. I didn't want to try one of my new cigars in fear that the flavor of the cigar will mess with the flavor of the rums. And something that comes to only around Lent, we have some water to do some palate cleansers. Here we go. The Badmo version of rum uses a panela sugar. I forgot to grab it. If I remember, I'll try to put a little picture of the panela sugar. Quick recap. There was a YouTuber called Badmo. He makes the Badmo barrels. These are unique barrels. I've made a few off of his plans. Used to age rums. He was into a specific type of sugar called panela sugar. It's out of India, and it makes for a very interesting flavor. I'll actually we'll put little links to both of the previous videos, both the just off the still taste testing, where I taste test some white rum and taste some of the white rum made from just molasses and some of the Badmo rum. Today, we'll grab this one here. It's got the official label on it. As you can see, it's been about 4 months, just over 4 months. Today is the 18th. So it's been aging on oak staves from Stillet. So anyhow, they are been aging now for about 4 months. For those of you who don't know, when you're aging alcohol on pieces of wood, there is a fine cutoff point that you can't go beyond because you'll start getting over oaking. It can really start affecting the flavor and taste. Both staves are treated identical. As far as, let's take a close little look there. You can see the color is pretty good. The non-panela, the just molasses rum's a little bit darker. But anyhow, let's give her a taste. So we're gonna start with, this is just plain white panela rum. This is stuff came right off the still, got taken down to, I think it was 50%. So let's pour a little bit in my glass there, just to remember what it tasted like as a white rum. Yeah, still delicious. Smooth, fruity, very easy on the palate. I think this has actually gotten smoother just sitting out in my garage next to these two. So this time I'm going to taste the molasses rum. This is just a plain molasses rum. Like I said, it's been aging on an oak stave. So this was my go-to rum, hypothetically. This was the go-to rum that I would make. Pretty simple. I've shared the recipe before. It is just molasses, water, and yeast. No fuss, no muss. There it is right there. You can see a nice amber color. Let's give her a try. Oh my goodness, that's smooth right out. A little bit of burn at the end. We're going to do a little palate cleanse before I go to the next one. Yeah, a little bit of a burn. Actually, now that I cleanse my palate, let me try this one more time, because there was still a little bit of that left in my mouth. Yeah, right up front, very smooth. Nice mouthfeel. And some of that burn's gone away. I think some of this was still left in my mouth. One more little sip. One more little sip there. Yeah, nice and smooth. That's a good sipper. You could sit there all day, a glass of that, a nice cigar, and just sip away. That's tasty. Flavor-wise, though, nothing's like jumping out. There's no big flavors. Sadly, it's kind of in the range of a neutral spirit almost. No huge banana flavor, none of the really strong flavors that you sometimes find in rums. It's all mellowed out, all mixed together. There is a little bit of caramel in there, a little bit of just a little bit of the molasses flavor. But man, is that smooth right out. Just delicious. All right, oh, palate cleanse. Here we go. Now for the Badmo rum. Vanilla sugar, maple syrup, and molasses. That was my version, the Yooper Farmer version. Again, I'll link the video. I think I already did it once, but at least I plan on doing it once, but I'll do it now too. Just so that you guys can watch as I go over how I made this rum. A little more of the background story of Ben from Badmo. There you go. Nice amber color still. Wow. That's smooth. There's a little bit of like a hint of sweetness. I mean, I don't really see how leaving that on oak is going to do any more for it. That is such a smooth, smooth spirit drinking that. Yeah. I mean, that's something you could give a friend of yours who tells you they don't drink alcohol straight, and they would enjoy that. That is very smooth. I'm going to leave these two out in the air here as I just kind of talk. Just like some brandies and ports and some red wines, you got to let them breathe for a second. Let them oxidize partly. When you bottle them, you will oxidize it a little bit. That just happens. It's not major. Quite minimal actually when you filter and bottle. When I say filter, I just put mine through a coffee filter to get rid of the little char pieces. But yeah, I mean, that is smooth. A hint of sweetness, not very overpowering flavors. But again, that's one that can be dangerous. That's one you could sit down and just start drinking and not realize that it's 50%. Both of these should be 50% alcohol. I might check. I'll check the proofs out in my hydrometer. I'll try to remember. I'll try to post the actual proofs on the video there, but they should be right around 50%. But it does not taste like a 50% alcohol. That definitely tastes more like a 50 proof, like a 25% alcohol. Very smooth, semi-sweet, nice, like a creamy or a very smooth mouthfeel even. Almost like it coats your mouth as you drink it. Man, that's a tough call. I really don't want to over oak these. And there's a part of me that wonders that if I should leave them for another month, maybe 5 months. We're not getting a ton of that oak flavor. We've had very hot summers this year. It's been in the garage, so it's had a lot of heat. There's a part of me that's wondering maybe I should wait until it cools down. I know the flavors can change quite a bit. I am really stuck if I'm going to bottle these or not. I'm really leaning towards bottling the Badmo and just see what happens with the Superior, the molasses rum. See what happens with that. But that is a tough call of whether or not to bottle those. I mean, both of them, like I said, I could sit and sip that all night with or without a cigar. I could sit back and just really enjoy those straight. No mixers needed, no no ice needed. Man, that's a tough call. I'm wondering more flavor will come out if I leave them for another month. If I try them here again in September. Because they're very smooth. But some of their flavors are a little bit on the underwhelming side. They're not really high, heavy flavors. I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not like it's trying to overpower what's going on. Let's do a quick little palate cleanse. We'll go the opposite direction. We'll start with Badmo, work our way backwards. So it had a few minutes to air out. So we'll try the Badmo first after letting it kind of be exposed to air. We'll see some of the more flavors coming out now. Yeah, there's a lot more of that fruit, some of that, even that maple sugar is kind of coming through. A little bit of a maple. That is interesting. All right, the molasses. Oh, 100% hitting harder. Yeah, that one's smooth. Do a quick little palate cleanse here. To go to the white spirit. See if it's even bothered. Do you even have to age this stuff? That's kind of the question. Like, I can make that pretty easily. Is there even a reason to age it? That's the question I'm kind of asking now. Yeah, I mean, well, I got to pour a little more. That was just a small little... Like, I'm almost thinking... I mean, don't get me wrong. This is delicious, but this ain't bad as a sipper either. Let's give it a little taste here. That's weird. Letting it sit out actually kind of mellowed it. I don't know, folks. This is a tough call. This is one I'm going to have to sit back. I probably have to sip a few more of these. I'm not tasting the oak, but some of the flavors are, I don't know, they're hidden or lost. Sometimes you have high heat when you're aging. Sometimes it'll pull a lot of flavors out of the wood. Sometimes it will mask others. I did read one person talking about the colder weather might bring out a lot more of the sweets out of the wood. So I wonder if I wait another month. It's risky. It's really risky. That'll be 5 months that these will have been on oak. I think that's the right call, though. I mean, worst case scenario, it pulls more flavor out instead of changing or altering the flavor. But, I mean, really... Yeah, that one you can, once it airs out a little bit, you start to get more of that maple flavor. But very smooth. I mean, you really could hand that drink to someone who tells you that they don't like straight alcohol, and they could drink it. Ooh, I would love to have someone else come try these with me and help me make a call as to what I'm tasting, what I'm not tasting. Is it time to bottle? Is it time to not? Either one of these, I firmly believe, could be bottled right now, and they do just fine. But there's a part of me that wants to push it one more month. And I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. Because it's supposed to get cooler now. Yeah. I think we're going to risk it. I think we're going to let her sit for another month. I'll test out the ABV, what proof it is, to make sure that we're not losing. You do lose some of your ABV over time. It just leaks out from the seals and whatnot. But yeah, both of those are tasty, tasty. That is a hard call, folks. I'm leaning towards wanting to just play it safe and bottle this one. This one can definitely go for a little bit longer, but of course this one, it's kind of like your middle child. You're willing to make some mistakes. And I'm willing to make some mistakes with this one. So, yeah, I'm sorry I don't have more. Both beautiful, beautiful flavors. Definitely improved upon this. This one is, it's good as a white rum. But man, these two are shining out. This one especially, like I said, this one, I'm almost ready to just go ahead and throw it in a bottle and call it good. You get some of the maple flavor in there. You get that nice smooth texture from the vanilla. Not much of the molasses is coming through, but not much of the molasses is coming through in this one. So I think we're pulling more of the wood out. So yeah, I'm impressed. I think I'm going to put these back on the shelf, though. I think we're going to wait one more month. So it'll be 5 months out, and then we'll call it from there. So anyway, I'm sorry that And I'm not here to tell you that this is delicious, the best rum ever. That's one of the most tastiest rums I've made, for sure. And who knows, maybe I'm going to actually try to find someone who enjoys rum, enjoys liquor, hard alcohols, who can come taste these and give me an idea of what they're thinking, because I'm kind of lost right now. Like I said, either of these, this one especially, the Badmo, I could put that in a bottle. I could sip that every night. Cold, warm, not, definitely not in a mixer. This one would be great in mixers. I think it's getting to the point where it could just be a good sipper. So this one, if you like white rums, that's a good sipper, but you have to like it. That's got some harshness to it, for sure. So anyway, folks, yeah, I guess we're gonna give her one more month. I think I'm gonna put the hammer down, give it one more month. I'm gonna try and find someone who enjoys rums and can kind of give me a second opinion here. If you saw with Homeschooling Mama, she wasn't much help, but she doesn't like straight alcohols, and she's not really a big fan of rum, so I shouldn't have been surprised. But anyway, folks, I'm going to go put these away, go get myself a cold beer, and yeah, hope everyone's staying safe out there. Hope you're enjoying this. We'll see you on the next one.